You know, if I believed you were real people and not just trolls begging for attention, I'd give you a bit more effort. But I'm not convinced you are. So, you have part of my attention. The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Cinematic Venom, where my colleagues and I are doing things that no one on your channel, including your friends, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing. Did I adequately destroy your condescending asses?
Today's video is on a user named Cinematic Venom who was triggered by an old Nostalgia Critic review.
Was I triggered? Was I? Because I didn't show any signs of anger, so I wasn't triggered. You even say at the fucking end!
Now granted, you didn't get too upset in your video.
Oh, I was triggered.
And this is actually a second commentary he's done. The first one being on another channel awesome reviewer, the Blockbuster Buster, which was, well, shit.
So shit we couldn't respond to any of the points that he made. Next up, Film Brain! It was actually the Cinema Snob who was the first one that I saw and the one who inspired me to start my own movie reviewing series, though I would later become a fan of Doug's work as well.
Interesting history lesson, buddy. Really. In your next video, please tell us an interesting story about how the dust fell on your shelves, because, you know, that is more important than the Nostalgia Critic topic itself.
Well, it'd be more interesting than this. Also, you're talking about, oh, it was such a long, uninteresting intro. You fucking have a almost 2-minute intro of nothing happening. You spend almost 2 minutes before you get to my video. Look! Yeah, can you talk about the dust on your shelves? That would be great. Interesting history lesson, buddy.
So you think Nostalgia Critic makes good points most of the time, then go on to say that he often contradicts himself?
Yes, it is possible. Okay, Doug Walker has done reviews now for nearly 10 years. So even if he contradicted himself in 50 reviews, that's still enough for me to say, oh, he often contradicts himself. But there's still thousands more where he didn't. That's how ratios work. Woo!
As for the part of Nostalgia Critic saying that people might not like The Dark Knight Rises due to how long it is followed by you saying he likes Lord of the Rings?
Oh, look, the woman who calls me a shit actor is struggling to read the script. Aww. So I'm going to pull up one of my scripts that I haven't recorded yet. I'm recording it straight after this for Slumdog Millionaires for next review. And I'm going to show you, lady, just how easy it is to read a script. Slumdog Millionaire follows Jamal, an 18-year-old Indian from the slums who appears on their version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The basic premise of the film follows him seemingly breezing through the questions, interspersed with flashbacks to how he knew said answers until he is suspected of cheating. He wins the prize, gets the girl, and this won a whopping 8 Academy Awards, which nobody can still quite comprehend. Was that difficult? Was that difficult? Yeah, but I'm the bad actor.
Which Lord of the Rings movie first off? There are only 3 of them after all.
They're all long. They're all 3 hours plus long. Even the fans of the movies acknowledge its length.
Second, are you seriously comparing a comic book action movie to a fantasy movie? It's totally not like the two are structured differently.
Okay, first of all, that's a cop-out ending. Oh no, they're structured differently. Second of all, they're really not structured that differently. When you look at films like Spider-Man, comic book, and Harry Potter, fantasy, they're not structured that differently. There's also a comment on your video saying, oh, just because you like something in one film and then dislike something in another film, they're completely different. My point was, because you people don't listen to what I actually say, you just twist it out of context, was that Doug specifically bitched that Dark Knight Rises had too much filler, making it long and boring. But Lord of the Rings, I proved, has loads of filler. I pointed out several scenes where the plot comes to a complete standstill, nothing happening is story-driven, nothing happening is character development, so it's completely pointless and padding and filler. Likes it when they do it, doesn't when Dark Knight Rises does it. That's the point I was trying to make. Fascinating when you listen.
Aren't miniseries essentially longer movies just split into separate parts? Or is it possibly because you don't like Nostalgia Critic's miniseries?
Well, I love his miniseries! I'll put To Boldly Flee on my underrated movies list! But if you want to play that card, okay. Nostalgia Critic has bitched about Stephen King miniseries for being too long.
Since when was A Christmas Story known for commercialism?
What? 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 Are you fucking kidding me? Did you watch A Christmas Story? Watch the fucking movie. The movie is about a kid who wants a fucking rifle and he bitches, and yes, there's like random shit in it. There's no real plot or narrative, but The whole premise is he wants to get this rifle and then he acts like a little fucking shithead. And then at the end, his parents get him the fucking rifle and that's the end. Of course it's promoting commercialism. It's about getting the present that you fucking want. Did you even watch it?
I'm pretty sure the movie centers more around a family and the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, if the fucking meaning is commercialism.
You're fucking high! Are you out of your mind?
Ow, don't have to slap me for that.
Anyways, for nostalgia critics supposedly always contradicting himself,
Repeat this one, bitch!
I will kill you in your sleep.
At many points in this response, he tries way too hard to be funny.
They were talking about general reactions to whatever review of theirs that you showed. Nowhere have either of them said that it was wrong to like something they trash talk.
They said no one likes it. But if you really want to dispute that they're like that in real life...
It is objectively bad, subjectively great.
What's that? Say that again, Rob?
It is objectively bad. It is objectively bad. It is objectively bad.
Also, we're more than a minute and a half into this 16.5-minute video, and Venom here hasn't touched the video that he's covering.
Fuck off! You wasted 2 minutes without doing anything! And by the way, okay, you want to use that logic with a minute in, you haven't started the video. We're at the 7-minute mark of your video, and you've only touched a minute of mine?
You do realize that the Happy Madison jab was a joke? Did that ever occur to you at any point?
Well, problem is that it was in poor taste. If it was a throwaway line, then fine, but it was in poor taste, and it was a dragged out thing, implying that all Happy Madison fans are fucking morons.
And as for Doug forcing down his opinion down the viewers' throats, the nostalgia critic is an exaggerated version of Doug Walker, a character.
You mean like I am, and you don't get that? Which we'll get onto later, don't worry. Yeah, you don't get it with you don't get that I'm a character, but yeah, Doug's a character, that's his defense.
So, if that's the case, why not just do a review of Jack yourself? It would accomplish the same goal, and there's nothing wrong with reviewers bringing up criticisms of works and countering them.
Because I wanted to counter his points. Like, if I were going to review Jack myself, I'd just constantly be in the video saying, okay, so the nostalgia critic said this, and then the nostalgia critic said that it would be constantly referring to him, it would have made no sense.
Are you saying that you hold Doug Walker to the same standards as a Hollywood director? And that's ignoring the fact that Dragonboard was meant to be a parody of Jungle to Jungle.
What? Where? Oh, let's check this shit. Fucking IMDb. A man's personal life begins to change for the worst after a character from his favourite video game is released into reality. Nope, doesn't say it there. Maybe it's in the trivia. Shall we see in the trivia? The film, along with the reviewers dragged in, Internet Dating and Me, and Dark Side of the Internet, are all part of an anthology series of short films dubbed The Uncanny Valley, which is Channel Awesome's 5th anniversary special. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm reading that too clearly. I should be stumbling over every fucking word, right? Okay, it's not listed here. Maybe on Rotten Tomatoes, yeah? Should we go on Rotten Tomatoes, if it's even on Rotten Tomatoes? No, it's not even on there. Okay, Google. The technological promise of Disney CGI in the Jungle Book, Jungle Book, Jungle Book. 8 things we learned about all the other movies. Jungle Book, it's all about Jungle Book. Nowhere does it say it's a parody. And even if it was a parody, which by the way, you just pulled out your ass. Oh no, but it was supposed to be a parody, even though it's not acknowledged in the movie. It's not acknowledged anywhere online. It's not acknowledged by the cast, by the act. Like, no one has said it's a parody. And even if it was, what's the joke? A parody has to have a point. A parody has to have a joke. It's just, he just copies the exact same scene. Just that. He just copies that scene and that's it. Oh, you see them? There's the straws. Just clutch at them. Just clutch at them, mate.
It's also quite distracting hearing your background music playing during the Nostalgia Critic segments. I'm not against having background music in videos, but logic would dictate that you play background music during your own segments, and at the very least, it shouldn't be distracting and instead set the mood.
Well, first of all, to remain consistent for the whole video, no, it would make more sense to have the music play over both of you. Otherwise, every time it cuts back to Doug, it would cut the music out, and then it wouldn't be consistent. But if you want to play that route, okay, that number in the corner of your video, that's fucking distracting, and that's completely pointless! What is it? First it's 3, then it's 2, it just changes. But nah, that's fine, isn't it? That's fine. See, keeping a video consistent is the key to making a decent video. I know you're still learning. I know you're not quite grasped the concept of making a decent video, but once you get there, you'll know. You'll know that that's the right thing to do. You know, get someone who can actually read a script without fucking stumbling every 20 seconds. Actually find intelligence somewhere. And, you know, just something really intense will happen and the light bulb will click.
You're clearly no child psychologist.
I'm a father. And based on your behaviour, I'm guessing none of you have actually been anywhere near a reproductive organ of the opposite gender, so I'm guessing you're not. But also, like, it's basic knowledge how children act. Like, I was coddled as a kid, so growing up around 10, 11, I was less mature than the other kids my age. It's logical common sense! Oh, and because I've been trolled so much, I know exactly what the response is. Ah, you're still immature now! Yeah, I know.
Sure, he's sheltered, but he's not feral. He is also shown to be, for the most part, a normal functioning human being despite the aging.
No, he's not a normal... Okay, yeah, I show the clip where he yells at the teacher, yes! But yeah, he's totally a normal functioning 10-year-old. The whole movie shows he's different to the other kids. That's the point of the story!
What
Was
The
point in that?
What was the point of your intro?
I don't even know if that was a joke because your tone isn't any different from how you normally act.
Your acting sucks.
Coming from you who can't read a fucking script. Your acting sucks. Oh shit. Should we do some more reading just to piss you off? In 2006, Danny Boyle was approached to direct, but he was hesitant at first, showing no interest in making a movie based on the popular game show. But one of his favourite films was The Full Monty, which was written by the same guy, leading to Boyle giving it a second chance. It's amazing that if you fuck up as well, you can do another take, but obviously the editor thought, nah, you don't have to do a second take, baby. You don't have to do a second take. It was shit, and you didn't make it sound natural, made it sound like a fucking robot. Is that why you guys hate me? Because I can make this shit sound natural. You can bitch about my acting, which makes no sense later, by the way, which I'll get onto. But my point is, I could do this so flawlessly, and you can't. Like, I genuinely want to know why you hate me so much, considering, like, Sholmes admitted he didn't watch Blockbuster Buster and he didn't watch me, yet he responded to me for some reason. Which means either he's just got blind hate for me, or he hates Batman Forever, which he didn't actually say in his fucking video. Why respond to someone you don't watch defending someone else you don't watch? It makes no sense. And now you guys are banded together to respond to me. This channel has more subscribers than me. This channel gets more views than me. Something eats you up inside because I've got 8 years of movie reviews that you could respond to. And that's the thing. You bitch about me making fun of a 6-year-old Blockbuster Buster video. So naturally, the most obvious thing for you to do would be to then respond to one of my 6-year-old videos. That's what I would have done. Would have made sense. Take the piss out of them. They're fucking shit. That's what you're going to do now. Too late. I'm fucking critiquing myself better than any of you can. Because the reason I say this is my last time responding to you is because if I believed you were real people who were genuinely trying to make a point, I'd give you the time of day.
Because it's totally not like the film is trying to force emotions rather than letting them feel naturally.
Haven't you heard of something called show, don't tell?
And that's fine if you thought that. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. One point. I thought the scene would have been weird if it didn't have any music. And then if they did add music, no matter what they did, you'd say it's forced. So they couldn't win either way. I don't think the scene would have worked without music.
What do you see? Accents can be funny and used for comedic effect. It's such an incredible discovery.
Okay, accents can be funny, so why did you do an unfunny one?
Funny, because if I was caught with a dirty magazine when I was 10, I guarantee you that I'd get an ass whooping.
But you're not a 10-year-old in a 40-year-old man's body. It's kind of different when your child has never been like a normal 10-year-old and then starts to act like one. You'd be happy. Sometimes, alright, we just wonder what our mum looks like in the shower.
Stop! Stop! We've heard enough.
That just makes it sound like you have mommy issues.
That was the joke! Oh, you do realise, right, that cinematic Venom is an exaggerated character? Do you know that? I don't think you do.
I think I also found another reason why you decided to make this. This is all out of spite.
Thanks for completely ignoring my point and refusing to acknowledge it whatsoever.
At least when Doug says it, it's meant to be a joke, but when you say it, your tone makes it sound serious.
Wait a minute, I'm serious, right? Because of my delivery. I'm serious, even though I was acting. So, If my acting sucks, how come I was able to get you to believe that I was pissed off? I find it baffling that you guys can bitch about my acting when your voice acting is some of the worst I've ever heard, and you can barely read a script. Either my acting sucked, or I just convinced you that I was actually pissed off. Pick one.
Yeah, wouldn't that make
Bill Cosby!
Guys, calm down. Just make sure he doesn't offer you
Why, hello there! Would any of you like some of my pudding pops?
Oh, come on, he's had worse.
So did his victims. What? What's the joke? You made the same joke! So you reuse my joke, and then look offended and scared when I make it.
You do realize that not every school out there has dances for kids, right?
My point was that some schools do! These are fascinating creations, ears. Just imagine, right, if there was such a thing as, like, using these ears to listen to what other human beings are actually saying. Wow. That would blow my fucking mind.
It just feels like you're nitpicking at this point.
You are so black.
I'm not black, you're black.
I'm not black, you're black.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're so obviously the black one. I mean, for crying out.
Yeah, forget all those friends you made and bonded with in that pointless scene after being locked away for 10 years. Take advantage of none of that.
It's called character development.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Are you backing me up? What?
Isn't school part of the real world as well?
The adult world. That's what we meant. The adult world.
How going to a bar full of adults influence his decision to stay in grade school full of children? Is it funny that Cinematic Venom and Nostalgia Critic missed a plot hole as big as this one?
And how did you miss what we clearly fucking meant? The adult world. Yeah, because, you know, going to school and being bullied, that's exactly the same as going to a fucking bar as an adult and getting into a fist fight. Completely the same thing! Dude, I grew up with a female best friend at school, and I can tell you firsthand, they're just as fucking nonsensical and bipolar as boys are!
Did that little girl eventually become your wife? Are you actually Richard Watterson? Is your son named Gumball? Is your wife Nicole?
One, you didn't count on a point. Two, I don't get it. The thing is, apparently you're referencing a show or movie or something that I've never seen, but this is filler. Like, this joke could have been cut out, considering you don't counter anything, so it's filler, and you bitch about me using filler!
Hey! You removed the background music!
Yes, I did! When are you removing that annoying fucking number in the corner?
For a love boner? Wouldn't that mean you'd be gushing about whatever it is you're talking about?
Which he was. That's what I was saying. He talks about Francis Ford Coppola for the majority of the video. That's why I said it. Fascinating creations.
Do you have any examples of Nostalgia Critic praising another movie for doing something that Jack does?
Oh, wait a second. Just use these creations again. What's this?
There's a lot of other movies that do the little kid in the big body thing better. Like Big.
Oh, shit! Oh, don't you look silly.
Want to point out Nostalgia Critic supposedly being a hypocrite? Go ahead.
I did. Oh, look, not worth it, which means you cannot counter what I said.
I'm 99% sure that those speeches are meant to be parodied.
It was a joke.
Wait, I thought the movie was about Jack bonding with the other girls despite being a kid with an adult body.
Whilst aging. He was bonding with the kids whilst aging. You know, right? It's a fan new creation, right? Movies can have many subplots involved. It's fascinating. They can have many things crammed into an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's very revolutionary. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited. The whole message of his speech was about his impending doom, which is why the final scene in my mind is so heartbreaking. We know he hasn't got long left. We just don't need to see it.
Yeah, in your own mind.
In my own... Okay, everyone. You've heard it here first. He's literally just said that my opinion is irrelevant. It's... Wow. Like, really? Okay, so you shouldn't be on YouTube because you can't handle other people's opinions. Like, I was respectful towards Doug's opinion. I was respectful towards Erod and Film Brain. I was just countering some of their points. I was never once personal. You literally just said my opinion is irrelevant. In your own mind, I said I liked a scene. You said it wasn't true, and I was wrong.
Because last time I checked, this was the Nostalgia Critics review, not yours.
Which is why I responded to give my thoughts and defend the movie. But if you want to play that card, this was my commentary, not yours.
I don't know. Did you pointlessly mention the Nostalgia Critics' previous works enough times?
Yeah, to make a point. Did you avoid my points enough? Did you do dragged out unfunny animations enough? And your review just got a lot of details wrong.
And you're wrong because I said so.
Wow. Okay, so one, that was very mature mocking of the voice. That's something a 6-year-old said. Who's gonna take you seriously? And 2 seconds after you literally said,
yeah, in your own mind.
Yeah, I was wrong for having an opinion, but now all of a sudden I'm saying other people are wrong for having an opinion, which I never said. And that's it for this response. If you guys like this, hit like, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
No.
That's your only funny joke. Only funny joke. Do you really think I'm going to lose sleep? That you're not going to see? He's not going to subscribe. Shit, YouTuber's not going to subscribe. Thing is, dude, I reviewed Lord of the Rings, right, and I slated it. I slated one of the most beloved trilogies of all time, and yet the comments are 98% positive. Do you think anything you say in a video will dent my viewership? Do you really think the people who watch my shit are gonna give a fuck what you say about me? That's why I don't understand it. Your viewers don't watch me. My viewers don't watch you. So why are you doing these videos, mate? I have to know. If you don't watch my other shit, fuck off. It's that simple. I don't watch your shit. You don't watch my shit. Piss off. Instead of spending ages animating a 31-minute video which has about 2 minutes of genuine content in it, why do you do this? I don't understand any of it.
Honestly, if you plan to do more of these, it'd be in your best interest to probably not do reviews of movies that you like, especially when this is the second time in a row where you failed at defending said movies.
Have I though? Have I really failed because I completely owned all of Shame's points to the point none of you could actually counter any of them and come back at me? And most of the comments on that are positive. But nah, own me. Just you and your mates had to come along and put a fuckload of dislikes.
Try to look at the video in an unbiased way.
Oh yeah, unbiased. You don't watch me, you don't watch Erod, but you do a video on me for no reason, shitting on everything I do, and you've done nothing but send me what Shomes claimed I did for Erod and send me blind hate. That's all you've done. You've twisted shit out of context, you've ignored my actual points, you've done exactly what you bitch about me for doing, but yeah,
That and don't think that a person's supposed shortcomings makes them wrong.
You literally said I'm wrong for liking the Robin Williams speech.
This commentary is so full of spite that it makes you lose focus, and half the time you're just flashing a hate boner at the Nostalgia Critic.
Even though I'm subscribed to him, I watch his content, I say in the video I like his content, and he's one of my inspirations. But yeah, I hate him.
Leave your bad attitude at the door next time, since you make Kim Kardashian look like a saint.
Wow. So you say I didn't know that the Nostalgia Critic was an exaggerated character, and now you're saying because what? Of a review and my exaggerated character, I make Kim Kardashian look like a saint. You know, I didn't do any videos about this, so before you say I'm trying to make myself out to look like this huge fucking angel, I'm not. But I just want to clarify, Sunday, I ran a half marathon and raised over 300 for charity. I didn't do videos about it because I didn't want to bother you guys with donations, but my point is, I'm worse than Kim Kardashian, but yet I've raised money for charity. What have I done that makes me a bad human being? I mean, we've all done things bad in the past, but I'm saying now. Like, because I did a video response to Doug Walker, is that it? About, in character, that you fucking defend him for, and you can't seem to understand anything else.
You came up looking like a butthurt fanboy.
Even though I acknowledged the movie's flaws.
Now granted, you didn't get too upset in your video and you did offer a few decent points, but other than that, this was just a waste of time, and I highly doubt that this response of yours would make any bit of difference to his review. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm totally confused right here.
I mean, you've got a good point there, followed by saying he's got social anxiety and that Jack screaming yes was meant to be silly, and then letting it slide because Nostalgia Critic makes a funnier Harry Potter joke next. Make up your mind, man!
Now Now granted, you didn't get too upset in your video and you did offer a few decent points, but other than that, this was just a waste of time. Remember to tell the difference between a person and a persona next time.
Moments after you call me Kim Kardashian! So which is it? This can't be real. You cannot be real people. Because if you were real people, I genuinely feel sorry for your fucking gene pool. And an unnecessarily dragged out outro. Remember, I do filler. I waste time before getting to the point.
Anyway, I brought a special person that's been wanting to meet you silly trash avatar.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and my acting sucks. His voice acting is terrible! This is ridiculous to me. I don't want this channel based around drama. You know, so I'm done with response to haters, at least for a while. Unless, like, somebody comes along and looks like they're making a genuine point. Whereas this is fucking blind hate for the sake of blind hate. And I'm done feeding this. So I'm going to continue making my content, which, by the way, is 1,000,000 times better than your guys. And you know it. And that's why. That is exactly why it eats you up. That I have less views and less subscribers, and yet I make content 1,000,000 times better than you. Does it make me jealous about Erod and Doug Walker? Of course it does. I'm jealous of them. I can acknowledge that. But you guys need to acknowledge that you're clearly jealous of me. There's no other explanation to why you're doing these hate videos. There's nothing about me that you need to be jealous of, honestly. Is it because I do better videos than you? Does it eat you up? You know, I'm done. Thanks for your time. Thanks for all the effort you put into me. Can't wait to see this in a commentary. Peace.